Hello everyone, welcome back. We have a friend of my father's in the backhoe. He's brought his case TR310. The concrete project is commencing. I was told by Charlie, this is my mother's old clothesline. It was long before my time, and they're digging up the old house foundation. I lived in this house, I think, like 6 or 8 months before we moved, just a couple miles north. Awesome to see the work progressing. The old 580 Super E is chugging along, doing great. We'll check back in later. This really isn't my job site, so I'm not going to do a lot of filming. But my father's friend, he's working the old backhoe out. He had the front scoop off the ground, which I've done several times pulling trees, but he's making her talk. Like I said, we'll check back in a little bit later. We're going to get rid of all of this concrete. You can see it's already cut. And that's draining toward the main shop. We'll check back in later. This is day 2. We had a shower for a couple of hours, so we got a little bit of standing water. We're building everything up. I know the camera will not capture the slope, but we finally have a decent slope going this direction toward the ditch. They're getting the first pour framed up. We'll walk over and look at it. Kind of found a nasty sinkhole right here. Pardon any wind that's in the video. I'm just shooting this freehand as I'm working. It's gonna be sweet. We'll check back in later. They're just getting started with the whacker plate compactor. I think they may even try to pour today. If they do, I will bring you guys along. Getting exciting. I know these phones do not do good in low light. However, I wanted to show you guys before they start pouring tomorrow. They're going to pour this one, then they're going to pour this one, and then they have to tamp this one all out, and then they'll use these two pours as their forms. So I wanted to show you guys that before they start pouring. I imagine they'll be here at 6 or 7 getting ready for them. We'll check back in later. It is day 3 of the concrete project. The guys are busy at it. We have our first slab poured and drying. They're getting ready to pour this pad. I know this video doesn't have a lot of action in it, but if you would, consider hitting the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. It doesn't cost you anything. We'll check back in when they're pouring this slab. We'll bring you back. The guys are busy at it. Pardon the noise. We are going to come around and hook this gutter right here. We're going to come all the way out to the street here. We're going to follow it around all the way down to that telephone pole. They're breaking up the concrete and digging out. Hopefully we will finally have some drainage in this water hole of a town. Guys are pouring the cement right in front of the office. Exciting times. We'll get you guys set up on another time lapse in just a moment. This is a view of the main entrance door. This is where we bring most of our forklifts in. This used to be a broken apron that was only the width of the door. And then in the clip where you saw I had the large forklift, we call her Big Bertha, we had her butt coming off the ground right there, was another apron. I really doubt that it weighed 15,000 pounds, but it was just so far out on the forks that it picked the rear end of the forklift up. So we're gonna have a flow line right there, all the way down to that far stake at the tip of my glove you can barely see, because we've had terrible drainage all the time through here. Some of the older videos you can probably see where this apron was in the videos and broke up. So work is progressing. It's getting exciting. Years and years ago, my father and my uncle poured this, and Dad didn't have a lot of money. So I thought I would bring you guys along, show you we have aluminum conduit for rebar, some kind of pipe, looks to be 1.5 OD, some thin wall conduit right here, interesting. Over here we have some 1.5 channel iron, you can see, and we even have an auger right there. That is an auger, and here's more of an auger. The concrete guys were ecstatic, let's say, when they were trying to bust this out. It is extremely thick as well. I will get the tape measure out. 10-inch, 9-inch in places, 9 or 10 inches. It's thick. We have random, what do we have here? It appears to be like 7/16 or 1/2 inch round stock for rebar. More thin wall conduit. What do we got here? Oh, this won't really mean anything to you guys, but this is a seed cleaner screen runner. It goes on the bottom of a seed cleaner screen that used to have wood encased in it. And then I kind of see why it failed. All of the wire was in the bottom. It wasn't even in the middle where it should be, right in here. At the bare minimum, you know, if you want it up in here. But it was all just sitting underneath. So that's a little bit of history. We have quite a bit. This was an old house footing. Like I said, there was an old house right there. I was born in and maybe lived there a year. Not that I would remember. I just was told that over the years. But that's a little bit of the history. It's kind of interesting to me. Probably not interesting to anyone else. We have some angle iron as well, and another seed cleaner screen runner. There's a piece of wood that is encased in this, and then that helped keep the screens rigid underneath a seed cleaner. Kind of interesting. I've rambled long enough, just kind of wanted to show you guys the mayhem that the contractor has to haul off. We're going to walk the construction site right quick, and then we will bring you guys back tomorrow. Here you can see we have our spike in the ground designating the flow line. They're going to do this in 2 pours. One of them sloped this way, and then one of them sloped this way, meeting right on the flow line. Then they're going to, I assume, put rebar into the pad going this direction. This will be the first pour. Then they'll drill it, put spikes in it to tie the 2 pads together. He said that works well. I don't really know. I'm not a concrete guy. And then Hopefully in the future we can bust this out. It's all broke up and nasty, but not today. So I don't know if they would spike that or not. And then moving down, we're gonna pour right along the curvature of the road, so it'll be right along here. He said this is gonna be quite a slope going in here, going about 20 feet. He said in about 20 feet, we're gonna drop a foot down to that far spike right down here. So that'll be nice. We'll actually have proper drainage all the way up to the ditch. And then we need to get this ditch cleaned again. I'm waiting for the mini excavator to get done at the shop. I will make a video on it when it finally gets here. But then he said they're going to pop the forms off tomorrow and drill and spike those, and then pour this. So we should hopefully have some proper drainage. We'll check back in tomorrow. Like I said earlier, if you've watched the video this long, please hit the like button, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll bring you guys back tomorrow. It's the following day, and the concrete truck is cleaning out. They're digging the next pour site out right now. Case TR310 working away. Concrete truck's just about to leave, and we have our center pad poured. It's getting exciting. We will check in a little later when they have this formed up. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. It's definitely exciting for me. The concrete guys are hard at it. They are doing the 4th pour out of 5. They're gonna do this one. This is our drain line like I was telling you about earlier. Goes right up there to that post, and then this will be our 5th and final pour following the contour of the road. It's really starting to take shape now. I'm getting really excited. Let's get you guys on a time lapse. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is the following week, Monday morning, and the concrete guys are getting ready to form up their last pour. I'm going to get you guys set up on a time lapse, and then I believe the following day they are going to pour the concrete, so we'll bring you along for that. Let's get the time lapse started right now. guys are cutting the last of the slits in the concrete. As soon as they're all packed up and gone, I will do a full walk of the project and we'll bring you guys along. Ladies and gentlemen, the concrete project is done. Very, very excited about this, as I'm sure you could tell throughout the video. If you have made it this far, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost you anything. Obviously, you can see we have quite a swell going this way and this way, following the original flow line. We used to have broken concrete right here. It was all broke up and nasty, and it was only as wide as this door, excuse me. All of the lines have been cut in it for the inevitable cracking that happens with all concrete. But my goodness, we have certainly improved the place. This is just fantastic. From when we first started, this is quite a drastic change. We will have quite a few small projects, like raising the wheelchair ramp and stairs, but I won't film that. My nephews have already been busy at it, putting in gravel where there was quite a large transition. And if I can ever get the mini excavator out of the shop, I hope to tackle some of these smaller projects, such as sculpting off this grass knob here and getting it sculpted perfectly toward the ditch, filling in this edge with gravel, things like that. My nephew's already tackled covering in our drain spout with gravel. That's what I wanted there. Eventually, I hope to turn this into a parking spot. The friend of my father's, he did an excellent job. Very, very highly recommended. It looks nice. I like it. I would like to thank everyone that came along on the adventure today. Please consider leaving a like, subscribing for more, share the videos. Again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.